Okay, sure.
Okay. So basically what I'm going to do is try to share my screen. And I want to share can you direct me on how to share which is the menu for sharing?
You should see an option for share screen right on the bottom in the toolbar, right beside the record button that you just pressed.
Well, it
And
doesn't
It
show.
should say, yeah, it's green.
Oh, that's share screen on this one. I now see it.
Yeah.
Okay, now you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So
can we start by recapping what we talked about last time, because I missed the meeting?
Okay. So what we did last time basically was to go through. You still see my screen?
Yes, I am.
Yes, we can still see your screen.
Yeah, so what we did was to go through the entire document, see what was created as a template.
Mm-hmm.
And this template was based on what the assignment deliverables are. So if we go down here to the assignment deliverables here.
Yep.
You find that we have to have a cover page.
Yeah.
An executive summary, description of the project charter, WBS, Gantt chart, network diagram, resource allocation, and schedule table, as well as critical project tasks and budget report for the project. So this one, we went through those sections.
Mm-hmm.
If you find, you look at the table of contents up here, we have executive summary. We haven't yet added the cover page.
Yeah.
And we have a project description, project charter, as well as WBS and all those other sections. Okay. So we looked at the project summary. Luckily, Mustafa had already read through it, so he said you don't have to repeat. Okay. But I can repeat for you. Do you want me to do that?
No, we're okay. No, we're okay.
Okay. Then the same thing happened to the project description. He said, fine, don't have to repeat. And then I went through this diagram, which shows the kind of tools that we want to be involved in this migration plan. I said we imagine we have something called the CIS application, which is a legacy application, which has customer data. And we want to move this into a new cost product called MDM, which does almost the same thing. So this CIS application is shown here as red. Eventually, the reason it's shown as red is that it's going to be decommissioned at one time, at some point. Sorry?
Yep, decommissioned, okay.
Once the migration is complete, but it has some other applications like a Copilot, common client, address update, and things like that. And in between, we have an integration layer, which is based on microservices, as well as Kafka streaming, which I think will give more power and scalability, as well as more robustness to the integration mechanism of this new application, as well as some batching mechanism, which can help us to do some ETL, that is the extraction and transformation and loading of data from the original to the new data stores. And these are the fake applications we came up as integration points that will be happening, that will be used in this migration plan. And the new tool is going to be MDM. The new course product is called MDM. This week, what I did was basically look at some of those application and say, okay, maybe we can say some of them are going to be decommissioned as well. A few of these that have old technology could be decommissioned because MDM maybe has some of the functionality that is required, that is provided by these tools.
So do we need to have a mapping, for example, between the new tool and the old legacy system to see which features and capabilities is covered? Do we have that mapping?
We don't. We can have it. The reason I thought we don't have to is because this project is about migration. It's about project management. It's not really about understanding the technology within these tools.
Yeah, but we should at least have some sort of a justification. First of all, I think we need to be very clear why we're migrating, right? What's missing in the current application, why we're migrating. Once we have that, then yes, I think part of it, you're right, it's not an actual migration technology project, so we shouldn't spend too much time on it. But I think from a project management perspective, we still need to show we did that work. So maybe as an activity by some team, they would do a mapping to say, hey, this new application covers all of this. So that's going to be in scope of my, decommissioning later on.
Yes, that's right. And if you look later down, what we call the WBS, which is the work breakdown structure, we add some steps like analysis and design. So during the analysis and design, some of that work that you've mentioned is anticipated to take place in that task. And that's done for each of the integration points. Yeah.
So these are the applications that they're part of the existing ecosystem, right? The ones that we just listed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So then the ones that you see, whatever you see in yellow is something that I added yesterday, just because last week we also, when I met with Mustafa, he said you have to add in the project charter, or he told me, asked me to add in some of the stakeholders. Yes. So I went ahead and added the stakeholder, the titles, and I came up with some names like Harriet Ellie, Mark Ryan Gucci, Mo Siddiqui, like that. We can change as we want, but these are just kind of rough, random names that I came up with.
Okay.
Right. So I added some things that are in scope, like development and deployment of an integration layer, which is this section here that you see here. I added that into the WBS. And then data migration, which means and then validation and reconciliation, testing and validation, and end user training and support. Those are kind of things that are in scope that can be added, in my opinion, to the to the WBS. Sorry.
So the end user training and support, that's the work I do today, actually.
Oh, nice.
We call it enablement and adoption, user adoption.
Right.
So that's my basically bread and butter. I can add on to anything to that.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. But I understand that this is about project management. It's not really developing those guides.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yes.
Yeah. So then
we have to keep reminding ourselves.
Yes. So out of scope, customization or modification of the target system.
Okay.
Yeah. And integration of other systems that are not directly related to the migration.
Okay. I just have a quick question. The diagram we have with all the applications and integration points. Yes. So the red ones were saying they're the current CIS that we're going to decommission.
Right.
Anything else that I see, the green, the yellow, those are not part of CIS, but they're still integrating with our new system. Is that correct?
They are, yes. But the reason they are called, they're in green is they post data, as you can see. Others, depending on the arrows, and others get data from the integration layer. And some others, they just post data to the integration layer. That's why they are green. That's why they are green. And others are yellow. The yellow are just completely just post. and those that are white are bidirectional. They do both.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
So in today's world,
Yes.
CIS is already integrated with the new system, MDM system.
It's integrated with the applications. With the applications.
With the the red boxes, they're
Yeah.
existing the current system. Today, in today's world, before the migration, are they talking to this new integrated layer in the middle?
Yeah, some of them are integration are talking to some of it. Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Okay. So okay, so some of it is already integrated, and then in the future, we're trying to get rid of those the big box on the right, top right, and just leverage capabilities from the middle box.
Exactly, yes. And maybe also improve upon it.
Improve on it, okay.
Yeah. Because, for example, we say, okay, this mesh API is using some old technology like what we call SOAP, you know, which is SOAP Web Services. Yeah. Which is like based on WSDLs, and then we want to use a new cloud-based technology, which is called microservices and things like that. Yeah. It's newer technology that's doing all the same things, but more robust, more scalable.
Okay, and we're assuming that these new microservices and everything that we have in MDM is going to do the same job as CIS.
They are going to be the same, doing the same thing as they are doing in CIS, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Someone has
a question?
Just going back to
back to at least.
Okay,
hi, Richie.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Richie. Go ahead, Mustafa. You had a question?
No, not a question, more of a comment. Just going back to, again, I think based off this diagram as well, obviously the project is we're moving away from CIS to MDM. I think, Ali, the point that you mentioned about the requirements, I think in the project description right now, I think we should break that down a little further. Okay. As to why we're making the switch as well. Not just, you know, I think initially we're just saying we're more modernizing it, but I think just breaking down why specifically we want to modernize it. Yeah. I think that's going to be key. Yeah, so let's make a highlight. Well, we can fill it in later, but let's make a highlight in the project description. So I think one of the things that I keep getting reminded, even at work, is the why. Why are we even doing this, right? So we need to be very clear. If CIS, it's an old technology, what are the gaps? Why are we even migrating, right?
Right. So I think if we look at the business rationale down here, good questions. But if you look at the business rationale, we say improve data accuracy. Okay. And then we talk about regulatory compliance. And then we talk advanced analytical capabilities. And then improvement of competitiveness and innovation. So those are some of the whys, the business rationale. Okay. Yeah. I think somewhere in here, I also have something like, I have more reason down there, but maybe scalability, something like scalability should be in there. Yeah. Yeah, you can see in conclusion, I have it there, scalability, reduced complexity, governance, and enhanced data. But I'm sure that we have more here in this section. Project objectives, centralization, operational efficiency, data governance, minimize downtime, and successful and reduced complexity. These are project objectives.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So, you know, we can add more here and maybe link it to the project description, but it's kind of covered in here.
Can you scroll up a little bit? I just want to see the milestone over there.
Milestone, okay. This one I added yesterday.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I didn't see that one before.
No, this is
Okay.
new. Whatever you
cool.
see in yellow is new. I just did
Got
it
it,
last
got it.
night. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so integration layer development, deployment, complete data migration, complete test, complete user training and support, project closure, handover. Cool. All right. We just need to make up some dates on it for those for each milestone,
Yeah.
right? Okay, cool. Yep.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
So I was saying we just need to make up some date to cover each of the
Exactly.
milestones, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yes. Sounds good. Yeah. And I left it blank, that we can fill that in.
Yeah.
Based on my past experience, those dates are always shift. They never accurate.
That's right. We just have to make them up for purposes of the project.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
I thought we should meet. We
Yep.
should make it reach a consensus, so I left them open for you,
Yep.
for us to come up with them.
So, in the one of the previous courses I took, once we did the team project like this, at the end of it, we had to separately submit a document to say how the team interacted and planned and things like that. Is it expected for this course as well?
It is, and that's why we are recording. The recording will be used as in the video, what everybody participated, how everybody
Okay.
participated. That's going to be
Okay.
one of them. And the second one, I think maybe what I saw somehow you have to write a report on what you did, but I think maybe just the recording will be sufficient, or maybe a combination of the two.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
And when it comes to managing the workload, are we planning to use these meetings and live update this document live, or do we assign sections to each person? You go do it and then we review it during the meetings.
Yeah, that's one of the things I wanted us to discuss. We can either do it independently, like as I said before, when I just sent you the link originally. Each of you can go add in sections in each of the sections add in information as long as it fits within the template.
Yeah.
And then maybe highlight, as you've seen me highlight here in yellow, highlight in a color of your choice. Then when we meet, we can review whatever everyone has added, and then we see how we go over that, and then we see how we can integrate it together.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, what I did was create just a general initial framework that we can all use, and then we can add on as we like with more information and from each of our different experiences.
Perfect. Okay, sounds good.
Yes.
So for next week, which sections are our focus?
So I think this is a template, as I said, for everything. We can either continue reviewing it, or you can go review it independently, and then maybe come next week that we meet. You can come up with your own ideas on how you want to improve each section. If you have better tools for representing that particular section and improving upon it, then we can do that. For example, for me here, you can see I've used the tool that I sent you before, Smartsheet, as well as Microsoft Project. The one is in yellow. Microsoft Project. I bought a license for that for a month, and then also this is Smartsheet is free. So I used both for each of those particular deliverables. So you can look through if you have better tools or you have better way of representing the data. And then we come next time and we compare what is the best and adapt accordingly.
Okay. Smartsheet is Google's?
Smartsheet is just an open tool. I sent a link. There's also a link down here.
Okay.
I don't think it's Google. You have a month free trial license.
I got it.
And then after that, you have to pay. I used it for a month and I did the initial work. And then after that, I went and bought project plan license. This is Smartsheet over here. So you can register yourself and create an account.
Okay, I'll open an account today.
Yeah. Good, thanks.
what made you choose project over Smartsheet, having used both?
Because the project has been around for a very long time. I've used it for how many years? More than 20 years. So I wanted to use leverage some of its maturity in some of the different deliverables. That's the
And are
reason
you
I
using
chose
the project for web, or did you do the desktop client?
I used the project for web. I just went to Office.
Okay.
Office there, and then signed in my I created myself an account and basically signed in. You can see this is assignment 5 somewhere there. So this is where it's all coming from. Yeah. So if you click one of those, you find this here. So this is because the school, the university was not giving me a copy. I requested for a copy. I couldn't get it, and I couldn't use Project Libre. It looked like complicated for me, so I decided to go buy this one. Yeah. So you can see.
Yeah,
Oh,
because I was
this is
looking at the assignment 3 as well, Project Libre. I was gonna try to work with it. I just found it more challenging. I'm just gonna use Project instead.
Yeah. So I found it a little bit. Even I've used it, as I said, for 20 years, so I kind of it's easier to work with than Project Libre. And Smartsheet is also as good as this one.
Have you thought about using Jira to track this?
Jira, I don't know whether Jira can do. I have used Jira for agile project management.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've not used it intensively.
I've never used it. I've never used it. None of those before because I don't really have to. But it's good to know. I can try either way.
Yeah, I've used Jira actually. Sorry.
I think Richie I've used Jira as well, and I think just based on the requirements that are being asked for the assignments and things, I find like project works better with the WBS. I think it's just my opinion. I felt like project was a better fit. I've got a Jira license, and I just still chose to use project.
I don't have a strong opinion. It's just something I never used before, and the only thing you could say is a project management related is Jira, but that was because we always assign the task to do the development, right? As a Scrum team or Agile team. So, but that's a different thing. Anyway, I'm good. I'm just curious. It's just my curiosity.
Yeah, in one of my last projects, actually, I was a Jira admin. I worked as a Jira admin. But I don't think it will deliver some things like we need for, like project timelines and things like that. Gantt chart. I don't know how tricky to create a Gantt chart like now. Like some of these things, schedule table. I think you can maneuver and create it, but I wanted the tools that are specifically created for handling this kind of stuff. Is there anything else you want me to go through? Or you feel I've covered it?
No, I think we're good. I'm just trying to load project. It seems like from Athabasca University, you do get. I just went in, and it seems like I can create a new project.
Oh, good.
Oh, maybe that Office 365. The student license, right? Yeah. Right. You're right. Yeah. I know I can use the Visio from because that was included as a student plan.
Yeah, I can share if you want, but yeah,
please,
I went to.
Please go ahead.
Okay, can you stop sharing so I can share?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, so I went to here and added the app, Explore app. So I added the app, and here I can go in and press new project, or I can import existing. So if there is an existing template, and then it says I gotta get a subscription to Athabasca. For students, they should, right? They should have.
No, they don't have. I tried so hard. I even sit on it.
Microsoft Project does have a trial for 1 month that we can all sort of use. And I think the for web was like $14 US per
Mhm.
month. Yeah, I think
Okay, well,
there's
and
no actual subscription.
okay, so I'll get Smartsheet, whichever we decided to work on, let me know. I'll get Smartsheet today as well.
I think project is better if you can. If not, because at least because now the new work that I've done is in project. If you can get project, will be just for a month. You just get it just for a month.
This one?
Are you using the plan one? Which
Yeah,
one
I
are you
use just
using,
plan
Faisal?
one.
Plan one?
Yeah,
This
just for
one.
a month.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm,
Okay, and you can get it for 1 month for free. Okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
okay, no problem.
Yes.
We'll do that.
Yes.
Time-wise, how much time do we have for this project, and how do we want to structure our workload from now to submission?
If we look at the assignment, I think we have starting from week. Let me see.
So I think next week, we have to submit our proposal to the instructor
Okay.
by email.
Okay,
That's the end of next week. And then I think in terms of assignment 5, the actual submission is in week 13.
mhm.
So
So,
we've got a few weeks left.
perfect. But for the proposal, is it a separate proposal template we need to do, or is this it, what we have?
I think you already submitted the
I'm just trying to
proposal.
open it up.
We already sent her an email and she approved it.
Is that all we
I
need to
think
do for
so.
that portion, or is there, I don't know, her requirements, I'm trying to figure out.
We can look at the email that I sent out and she replied, she said it's fine, you can use that and compare.
Okay.
If there's a project proposal form, we can compare, but I think she said it's fine, we can continue with that project with what we suggested. Then she asked us to create a team name and a PM. You remember that email?
Yeah.
Okay,
So actual work according to schedule on this project starts on 6th November. So we have sufficient time, which is week 9, until 3rd of December. So we have about a month.
okay,
Oh,
that's good.
So, sorry, you mentioned December. What about December?
Oh, the end we have submitted in week 12, which is 3rd December.
Okay.
It's
But
the due date.
Yeah,
Okay.
the due date. Yeah.
I will definitely need to finalize my part before December because I will be out of the country for the entire month in December.
Okay.
So yeah, so no worries. Then I will do that. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Right.
For the project sign up for the 1 month, did you guys use Athabasca email address or regular?
I use the
I use
school's
my personal.
email. I use
Personal.
I use the school's one.
Yeah. I
So which
also use
one do
the
we need
school
to
one.
use to be able to share and work together? Or doesn't matter?
I think it doesn't really matter just because even the
Yeah.
Google Drive one we're using some of our personals.
Yeah. Okay, I'll
I
use
just
my
chose
personal then.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so
So in
basically we
terms of
have a
next
template.
steps. Yeah, go ahead, Faisal.
Yeah, I think basically we have a template that we can start all of us using. And we have the timelines laid out about 5 weeks from now on to the delivery time. So I think it gives us sufficient time to go and add in whatever we want to add in, and then we can, whenever it's convenient for us, we feel we have enough information to share, we can schedule meetings and share that information.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Hey, so I just try to remember what we did last time. I remember was it you or somebody else when we do the group project like this? We literally just laid out like all the works, like everybody do a section, and then basically everybody added in the same file, and then I don't remember it was you or somebody else did a final review and do some and then told each other like, hey, let's update this, add some information, got some feedback.
Yeah.
Do you want to do like that, or you want to because we got 4 people here, right? Like if we can divide like the whole thing into 4 the workload, right? Like what Ali said, we just divide the workload by 4 and everybody just focus on one section. I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 sections, and then every week we just do a quick sync up on how it's everything, and then we don't have to wait until December, like maybe at the end of November. Somebody, let's say Ali, right? We put everything together, you can do a final review and give some feedback. If something easy, we can just literally just update it right away, or something you need to rewrite, whatever. What do you guys think?
I think based on experience, once you do separate sections, at the end you have to leave at least 1 or 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Because everybody uses different language, everybody uses different, just to bring everything into the same, have the same harmony and same theme. I think we still need the last week or 2 just as a team to go through everything and fill it up. I think what I'm seeing right now, the structure and the template is pretty good. We can go on, and as Faisal mentioned, just make sure whatever you add, you highlight the text in a different color. So Richie, if you remember in the previous course we did together, every person at the top of the document, every person put your name and the color you're using. Okay.
Oh, that was you.
That was me.
That was you. I was like, I thought, sorry, Faisal. I think I did something similar with the Faisal as well, right? Okay.
Yeah, we did something similar with you, something different.
Yeah.
But
Perfect.
I'm thinking the same way Ellie's thinking.
Perfect. Perfect. So put your name with your color. Go update even the sections. I think the general sections like the business proposal, the gap section, you could add on based on your experience, the projects you worked on, and then we review it. I mean, the more you have, the better. And then at the end, we could just either take those contexts that we don't need to some other place like conclusion, or we could get rid of it. But just add on right now, add anything that comes to your mind and it makes sense from a project management perspective, and then we go through it. Richie, if you have a strong, I guess, opinion, which sections you would do better, pick that section, put your name on it, and keep on editing.
That works for me. I mean, now I remember that was because I remember this, of course, we had so many colors in the doc, right? And then somebody did a final review and it just basically got rid of all the colors. That's the final version. Okay, that might
we did the same thing in one project I did with you, Rich, as well.
Okay.
Same approach.
Let's keep doing that way then.
Put your name to a section that you strongly feel you can contribute and it's your area of expertise, and just fill it in. But if you have other feedback, even now while you're reviewing, something comes to your mind about the other areas, highlight it in a different color and we'll go through it after.
Okay.
Sounds perfect to me. Okay, so basically now, I was going to talk about versioning. So what I did was keep a copy of the original document. That way, if we mess up, at least we can always go back to the original.
Okay, so we, just for clarity, we're gonna have a backup, right? And then we're working on the original. The backup, we leave it, right? So every Sunday, once we meet and we review, maybe every Sunday you can say, you're the PM, so I'll leave it to you. Maybe you can get a backup every Sunday after our meeting.
Yeah, do that. It's very easy. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I think we have beaten this to death. Unless you have anything else to say, we could have another 24 minutes to ourselves.
Yeah, we're good. I'm good.
We're good.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good rest of your weekend.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
You too.
Nice meeting y'all.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice meeting you. Bye.